Hi to all. Let's proceed further with another very interesting software which really helps us to go ahead and complete with our, I would say, reviews also. This is called as a PredicTER with P capital and T capital, as all of you can see out here. PredicTER, and this is available from the website stech.shinyapps.io slash predictor backward slash. Now this is a small I would say a software or the application which really helps you out to proceed further with the what I can call it as your systematic literature review or the review part of it. So first of all, let us understand what exactly it is and then proceed further with the software. It's a very simple one, however a very good one also. Now PredicTER is a software tool to help researchers and practitioners to estimate the length of time necessary to complete a systematic review or a systematic map. Now you see, I have been uploading quite a lot of my recordings, especially with the systematic review, but not with the systematic map. In future I will go ahead with the systematic map also, and here you will see that this particular thing really helps you out. Now you see, majority of the time I see that people individuals who are interested to write a paper on systematic literature review or proceed further with their research, let it be for their higher studies, I find them that they want to do it very quickly. So there has to be that timeline, and if I'm taking up the workshop or giving a training session, then I definitely go ahead and show it to them as to how much of time has to be given for each and every step of the systematic literature review. However, here comes a small software, I would say. Nevertheless, I mean, it's wrong on my part to say small. It's a software tool prepared in R, I would say, with the help of the packages and everything in R through the Shiny app, and it's a wonderful thing. So being a person who really supports R programming and Python, I really liked this one a lot. So all stages of the SR and SM. SR stands for systematic review and systematic map. The abbreviated form is SM. Processes are included by default. So tomorrow if you are writing a systematic review, it's not necessary that you just complete your work and say, okay, I have done a systematic literature review. No, this particular platform really helps you out to tell you and presents a list of the guidelines also, and there is a blog which has been called as collaboration for environmental evidences. Now remember that systematic reviews were specially meant for the evidence I would say research. However, you can use it for the other purposes also side by side, in case you don't want to write for especially for evidence papers only. So here this is one of the blog, and they have collaborated with them. Default values for each input are taken from a survey of environmental evidence synthesis practitioners conducted by Neil Hedaway. Now later on I'll be showcasing to you something else also with respect to systematic review, and then we can know more about these things. PredicTER was designed by Neil Hedaway at Stockholm Environment Institute and Martin Westergate at Australian National University. This implementation was written by Martin Westergate. So I would say that it's a collaborative work, and they have done a lot of things. So that goes with the PredicTER. And now let us go ahead and check out with each. If you see on the screen that the entire thing has been divided into various parts. The first one where it is written as PredicTER, it is the name of the software. Next to it you can see the three lines which are there. I just click on that and you will see that the other agenda which was there on the one of the pane has been hidden. Now you click on this, again you can see see and we will understand what they are also side by side. Now there are on the leftmost corner of the screen, you can see that they have written review type, planning, searching, screening, data extraction, appraisal and synthesis, reporting. Now if I click on review type, you can see very quickly that they are talking about what we call it as systematic review or systematic map. Currently selected is systematic review. So if you are basically writing a paper, let's say on review type, that is on the systematic review, on the right hand side you can see immediately total time taken should be minimum number. I'm telling you, this is a total time taken is 328 days. That is nearly equivalent to, you can say if it is a leap year, 11 months. 164 days for full time equivalent and 26 days for the administration. What these stands for we will understand later on. And just see below, they have explained to you more what do you mean by number of days. Now you see, if you are writing a systematic review, then you see all these things turn out to be very important for you. For example, administration, planning time, protocol development, searching, that is academic searching, gray literature, checking bibliographies, removing duplicates, title screen, abstract screening, full text retrieval, full text screening, metadata extraction, critical appraisal, data extraction, data preparation, synthesis, and if I scroll down little bit more, it is report writing, communication, meetings. Now if you want to let's say view the data, click on this and you would be able to check out each and everything, and you can go ahead and you can download this so that it can be placed in your own publication also. Now in case you don't want to take it up like this, you can download it through CSV also. Come to the next one. The next one talks about what? It talks about the number of articles, search results, so much, titles. Now can you see there is a download plot as a PNG, so you don't even have to go ahead and click on print screen or take a screenshot of this one. It is there already, so you can click on this and you will get the plot as a PNG. If you want to zoom in, go ahead, you can zoom in also, and if you don't want to zoom in, come back of it. Now a pan, I mean this thing completely shows it. Then a box select, then you have got lasso select, then if you want to zoom in or zoom out, then if you want to do as auto scaling, that means check out with the full part, you can take care. Then reset the axes, then toggle spike lines, show closest data on the hover, then compare data on hover. Now can you see how well they are going ahead and coming up with the things in systematic for writing a good systematic literature review. So first you have got the search results, the second one is title screen, abstract screen, full text retrieved, full text screen, meta. Now so you see these are all the things that you need to do, especially in the when you are going ahead with the systematic literature. Appraised, data extracted, data prepared. So you can click again on view data and proceed further, or download it as this one, and number of articles. So 10 raised to the power. Now you see they don't want to write 10 into 10 is 100, so 100, or 10 cube or 10. So here the scaling which is there, that also has been given to you in form of. So these are the changes that you need to understand which is taking place, and this is in that way I really like it, and readily helps me out to understand my own this thing. So you can see depending upon all these things, it calculates the total time taken is 328 days, full time equivalent if you spend full time for your devotion. Now for example, if you are passionate about research and don't want to do anything, just glue yourself, and you just are taking care of the research, and research maybe in the form of writing or something or the other thing. Now goes for the systematic review, number of days and each and everything. So what is a systematic map? So let's have a look at it. Now when you are talking about the map, now you see it has changed to 422 days total time taken, that is full time research. Full time equivalent is 211 days, double of it becomes your total time taken, and 34 days of the administration. Then the same thing has been given to us in form of administration, planning time, protocol development. You see it takes, and I would be coming up very soon with one more video wherein I'll be showcasing to you how to develop your own protocol or a theoretical framework. When I say theoretical framework, I'm not talking about the other theoretical framework. I'm talking about from protocol. The other one is also called as the framework, and we will see how to go ahead with that. Then searching academic, searching grade, checking bibliographies, removing duplicates, and these kind of things you can take care. Now after you have completed with the systematic map, okay, if you want you can click on this one. It will tell you review type. Systematic reviews aim to answer narrow focused question that may aim to assess the effectiveness of an intervention of the effects of an impact. So systematic maps on the other hand aim to describe the nature of the evidence based on a typically broader subject, cataloging studies in a descriptive searchable database. So here they have given you clear cut difference between the systematic review and systematic map. Systematic review, you are narrowing down your research questions and then proceed further to understand the effectiveness, okay, whereas in the systematic map there is no such narrowing down. You simply are describing as to how you have come up in order to understand that particular intervention or the evidence study also. So this is the difference, and they have given more discussions are there on systematic reviews and this one. Like I told you that to do systematic reviews there are 5 to 6 bodies. CEE is one of them. For example, if you are focusing more on the environmental evidences and everything, you can go ahead to this particular website, that is environmentalevidence.org, and see how well they have discussed. However, the developers have said that this can be used for the other purposes also. So that goes with the review type, and I'll be showcasing to you more differences between systematic review as well as the systematic map. Planning. Now here you can go ahead and you can insert, for example, I am not looking for 20. Number of days spent on project planning. Let's say I go ahead and focus on 15 days. Number of days present rather than 5 days. Let's say I made it for 10 days. Percentage of project time spent on administration. So rather than 19 days, let me make it as 20 days. Then projection, proportion of lead author time spent on the project. So sometimes we don't. So let's say I have spent around 1.5. So that is it, I have taken care of. And as I was entering, you could have seen the differences. Now for example, I don't want 15 days, I want 25 days. So you can see the changes that were taking place and how well the entire thing. So administration took about so much, planning time so much, protocol development, searching. So you can understand as to how much of time. So the moment editor or your let's say guide looks at this map, they understand immediately as to how much of time you have taken to write a good systematic literature review also side by side. Now similarly, let's just click on this question mark to understand. The planning stage of a systematic review or map is where the scope and nature of the evidence synthesis project or your own project is decided upon, typically setting out the methods in a peer reviewed protocol document. Now remember that protocol protocol document is really important. Now, if you do not take care of that protocol development part or the framework time that you're giving it to go ahead with your thesis or the sub dissertation or a dissertation or a paper, it's totally a waste of time. A key decision to make is to how much planning time you need and what resources can be committed to the project. Lead staff is this one. So these are the things that they are explaining, and then you can carry forward. So you have seen as to how much things planning required, and depending, you can first of all make a hypothetical one for yourself and see as to how many things would be coming in as helpful for you also side by side. Now that goes for this one, and now let's look for searching. Now in searching, if you see, type numbers searched academic databases, number searched per day, gray literature, how much you have got, number of search. Now you see, these things are also really important. No, depending upon your this thing, you can go ahead and you can add or reduce some of them. However, I would say you should be you are the right person to know. However, maybe in one of the videos from my end, I'll be showcasing to you as to how much time you need to spend when you are talking about academic databases, gray literature, a reference list checked or not, or a day spent on additional search methods, total number of articles located, how many of them you were able to do, percentage of the unique articles, that is percentage left after deduplication, and day spent. So you see, doing a systematic literature review in this manner differentiates from your review of literature, and we will see later on as to how this thing is going to be helping you to come up with a very good review of literature later on, and how well it will be helping to you also. Now, searching for evidence is arguably the most important stage to get right in a review. Multiple academic bibliographic databases. Now, very few of us, I would say, really go ahead and spend some time on the databases. We keep on though end note really helps us a lot, because I myself use a lot of end note so that I can save the papers that I'm reading on a daily basis and creating those groups for each and every kind of a study. However, the number of the databases, I don't know how many of you are aware of the total number of databases. However, this also plays a very important role, especially when you are writing a systematic literature review paper. Searches for gray literature. Now you see, gray literature forms very important for us. How many of us really go ahead, collect a lot of gray literature from seminars, conferences, or you're visiting some industries, or even from the NGOs also, maybe online, offline, you can look, or even the web blogs, I would say sometimes. Now I keep hearing from these scholars saying that I'm not able to go ahead and find appropriate number of papers for my review of literature. I just landed up with 30 or 40. I say, then what happened then? Then I asked them, how do you proceed further for your research? I mean, how do you do the searches and everything? So, why not increase the gray literature? Sometimes you should understand that there are so many things which are present to give your things non-academic literature also, which really helps you out. So here is the evidences that they are coming up, and to counter act the publication bias, which is very important when you reach to your meta-analysis also. Duplicates will need to be removed from the unique number of acts. Now more I'll be discussing it this point later on. So in that manner, this particular databases picture the scenario that you have got really, and that is why I thought, let me go ahead and share PredicTER, because scholars approach me and saying that I really want to publish my paper in the form of a systematic literature review. However, sometimes I feel that it is not adequate. So how do you want me? So here comes in the picture as to how many things you are taking care of. In fact, I have suggested the developers that they should increase. It's not just the gray literature, they need to bifurcate more so that these things can be developed further. Okay, so here goes with this one, what I call it as the databases searching for ourselves. Now apart from that, you can go ahead with screening. Now see the screening, this is the best part. Numbers screened per day, percentage retained, percent checked. So title screening, how much it is, abstract screening, how much you have done, full text retrieval, full text screening. Now you see they have taken care as a shiny app, and then they have done. You can do it even in an Excel sheet. Make your own Excel sheet and find it out. Numbers screened per day, let's say through Web of Science or Google Scholarly, then Eric. There are so many things are there from where you have done. Now I know per day, let's say out of 24 hours that I have got, at least 8 hours I just spend only on searching for myself for something or the other thing I spend. That is my KRA, without anybody's compulsion. I don't care what others are thinking. However, that is my duty to sit and take care of it. So if you are serious with your academic work, then you need to understand that yes, how you are supposed to do. This is for the title screening, then abstract screening, then comes full text retrieval and full text screening. Now apart from that, you can add one more column if you have got your own Excel sheet, peer reviewed also. Those things. Now I'll show you later on one more website where these things have been discussed in depth, and we will understand as to how to go forward with this one also. Then comes data extraction, appraisal and synthesis. Now if you look at this one, you will see it that yes, this gives you include critical appraisal stage or not. So you have got here no. So if you say yes, what happens? Let's understand first of all why no. Include the what do you call the critical appraisal stage. I'll make you understand in my next video what this means, and then you will be able to know. Review stage area, that is a number screen per day, percentage retained, percent checked. As to how many did you check? Metadata extraction. Now if you know how to go ahead and do the I would say search part in various databases, maybe I should showcase even that also, so you will understand the numbers becomes very, very important for us. So this goes with the data extraction, appraisal and synthesis part of it. Now the most important one, reporting. Now how do you go ahead and report it in your own part? Now here it is the one these are required as a table or in any paper. However, this is how you will go. Number of days spent on quantitative. Now if you are preparing your own Excel sheet for this kind of a data, then make it a separate one for quantitative and for qualitative synthesis. Why? If you are doing mixed methods research later on, and if you are writing a synthetic literature review paper for your mixed methods, you will see this becomes very important. How many days you spent on quantitative research, how many days you have spent on qualitative, and what happened to their synthesis. That we will understand as a later, it's an advanced part of it. Number of days spent on report writing, how many days did you spend? Now number of days spent on communication, how much time did you take up? The number of days spent in a meeting. So these things are also really important, because it's not just one person who is doing the work. There has to be that teamwork wherein you are able to contribute, each one of you. Let's say ABC or Ramini and AB. Now Ramini is collaborating her work with, let's say, A as well as B to write a systematic literature review paper. Now so they all decide that she is good at systematic literature review, so let her give it to us, her only. Then maybe one more person who is very good at doing the searching out the papers, taking out the papers and giving it to us through various databases, if the person really knows it. So we hand over the work, the teamwork, to her. The other person might be very good in let's say making the entries into the Word or into the end note and making the work very systematic way so that the analysis can be done very well. So those kind of a things also you need to mention out here, and this will be helping us. So it's a very small tool that we have got out here through PredicTER, and it gives you in my workshops, usually I take a hands-on experience wherein we explain in the basics training, wherein how to go ahead, take care of various things and understand it. However, in PredicTER this looks very easy out here. It's not so easy. There is a lot of steps that are involved, further steps also, in order to know more about it. So I'll be sharing those things also as and when time permits, and then take care of it. So with this, I think some of you who are interested in writing a good research paper on systematic literature review, please go ahead and take care of it in coming videos, because this is the beginning wherein you know how to do it and get a flavor as to how you are supposed to do the planning. This is the PredicTER software, I would tell you, which helps you. The subtleties of it I would be discussing in my forthcoming videos. Till then, thank you for watching. Take care. Bye.